Welcome back everyone to another episode of Cooking with JJ. In this week's episode, I'm making something a little special for Sukkot. They're gluten-free tahini spiced cookies, or spiced tahini cookies, whichever way you want to put it. Perhaps you have some guests over and enjoy a meal in your sukkah, but some of them may not be able to eat gluten. So this is perfect to finish off your meal in the sukkah. I'm really excited to get started and of course enjoy these treats in the end. So without further ado, let's head over to the kitchen and get cooking! Here are the spices we're using for our cookies. We got 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, a couple of pinches of nutmeg, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and a couple of pinches of salt. We'll be using 1 cup of our Bob's Red Mill all-purpose gluten-free flour and 1 cup of our almond flour. I'm just shy of a 3/4 cups worth of our raw sugar. I'm just gonna get some fresh lemon juice here. And I want to get some rind, so I'm going to slice up some of the peel. We'll pop in our flours. Add the spices. Add in the earth balance. Ideally, you want it to be cold. Add the sugar. Now for the blending. I'll add in 1 teaspoon of our vanilla extract. I'm gonna add in 2 teaspoons of our lemon zest. I'm gonna add our 1 cup of tahini. 2 tablespoons of our lemon juice. We'll blend that up. You can see the audio cut out here, but all I'm doing is kneading the dough. Knead it until it's smooth. Then we're going to break off little pieces and roll them out into small balls. Place them on your parchment lined baking sheet. I'm simply using a soup spoon to keep them equal in size more or less. Then you'll want to gently press them down. I'm using a fork and making a crisscross design. For the second batch, I just kept them smooth. Pop them in the oven at 350 Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes or until they're golden brown. If you're not sure, use a spatula to check the bottoms. I'm making these tahini spice cookies in honor of Sukkot, which is also known as the Feast of the Tabernacles. It starts this year on October 16th in the evening when the first 3 stars are out, and Sukkot always starts with a full moon. It is a harvest festival after all. We come together with a family, sing songs, make some blessings, and most importantly, we spend some time in the sukkah. Sukkah is a singular form of Sukkot, which is the plural for booths. It commemorates the time when our ancestors were trekking through the Sinai Desert for 40 years, so they had temporary dwelling spaces called Sukkot. So if you're an observant Jew, you'll dwell in a sukkah for a whole week. Usually they're made out of wood traditionally, and as for the roof, branches are laid on top, sometimes bamboo, but you have to be sure that you can peek through and see the sky. To go along with the celebration of this holiday, we have the 4 species. We have our etrog, our lulav, our myrtle, and our willow branches as well. The 4 species are said to symbolize 4 different types of Jews and also 4 different body parts: the spine, the heart, the eyes, and the lips. Of course, there's so much symbolism one can dive into, but one important one is the lulav, because it's said to act as a type of channeling mechanism to the divine. I've taken the cookies out of the oven and I'll let them cool before I dive in. It's that time again, everyone. I get to try our delicious tahini spice cookies, or spiced tahini cookies, whatever way you want to put it. And I have some wonderful tea. Oh, and I have some tea to go with it, of course. Here we go. I have to say they're quite similar to peanut butter cookies with a little bit of a twist, although they're not peanut butter. Quite lovely, quite simple, and satisfying. Another interesting tidbit is that on each night of Sukkot, we expect a new set of spiritual guests, 2 for each night. Up to 7 each, 7 patriarchs and 7 matriarchs. These guests are known as ushpizin, which comes from the Aramaic word for guests. A tradition that goes along with this is that if a stranger is coming through, it's traditional to invite them into your sukkah to enjoy a bite to eat. So there you have it, everyone, another delicious recipe to add to your recipe booklets. And remember, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell notification so you don't miss a single video. There's going to be a new video popping up every Monday at 12 noon Eastern, so you don't want to miss it. Until next time, this is JJ signing off, keeping things interesting in my kitchen and in yours. Chag Sameach!